kind of muffled. Okay then, it could be the limiter? Because I do a bit of screaming on occasions. Does that change anything? A little better. Okay then. So in that case, I guess I'll go without a limiter for at least a little bit? What also might help is tilting my mic a little bit away from my mouth. Because I've noticed that's done quite a bit for the quality. Alright. So then. A few things I want to bring up before I go through my whole intro spiel. One, I did a tiny amount of grounding? What? Grinding. Not much, unfortunately, because I didn't have the time. And I also found out that, if you stand exactly where an enemy is going to spawn in with more encounters, you could push around the enemies without triggering the encounter. I wanted to test to see, like, if you could push off one of the enemies off of this platform, but unfortunately there's a dead point where you can't do that. I'm eternally sad. No lie, I spent the last, like, couple minutes pushing this guy over to this cliff and trying to push him off, and no, he's just going to be here, menacingly adorable. I also can't trigger this encounter whatsoever until I leave the immediate area of the battlefield. So, essentially what I could do is continue pushing around these guys, put them in the absolute corners of the battlefield. The ultimate in messing around. They're adorable little ones, aren't they? Ah! No, don't punch me! I wasn't expecting them. I go over to reach and pet the doggy, and then the doggy's like, no, stay back. I'ma bite you. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Sorry, Silverwolf. Sorry, Grizzlewolf. I gotta put you down. 230? 3? Roasted pepperonis. But yeah, I got 1 level, because that was the most I could do within the last 10 minutes. There's a reason for that, and for that reason, I'ma just do this quick. Question: does that show up on your end? If it does, cool. If it doesn't, crap. The TLDR, Muffin and I have been meddling around with the new Discord, essentially. Oh, good, good. Yeah, this is a relatively new event. Officially made it public, well, somewhat public, Friday/yesterday's stream. That's just going to be a thing from now on now. This Discord, one of the best places you can contact me. You can also just generally mess around, too. Again, Muffin and I have been setting up a few things in there. Specifically, we have a gatekeep bot, hopefully, a gatekeeping system, hopefully, to keep out bot raids, and a loose ID system. We're working on something more concrete in the future, but that's going to take time. We'll make the announcement appropriately. But in the meantime, standard reaction roll stuffs exist, and yeah. You can mess around with that. But with that settled, Tanakamura! My name is Sage Blake. I'm a wanderer, storyteller, artist immature, and it's time to die. Last time, we completed the main story, and we're starting up the post-game. That... What happened there? Ladies and gentlemen, Summonites. They derp. A lot. Anyways. Our next objective is getting access to Class 4 for every character, which means... this.
I have been waiting.
King!
You have grown stronger, as I said. Now, you must prove how much. Come! Defeat me!
Not fair! Too many allies!
Ridiculous! This crowd is to bear witness to the fact that you have a long way yet to go. Kevin, you wish to know about the instinct sphere. Defeat me first. Prove that you are a worthy leader.
Easier said than done.
Come at me!
Because this is practically a Dark Souls boss.
Not lose! Nothing!
Yeah. Fluffy. He is kind of the king is kind of fluffy, yeah. But yeah, this is the main reason why I wanted to at least train up Kevin. At least train up Kevin a little bit, so I could properly fight this guy. Because if I remember correctly, he doesn't have any weaknesses. I could be wrong about that. But at least that I've noticed, the 1v1 encounters usually don't have a weakness. As a result, we gotta make do. Which means flooring out as much damage as possible. Meet the new wall. It's fluffy, and it hurts. Although thinking about it, I could just temporarily delay Kevin's and go for someone else's. But I feel like Kevin might be useful to upgrade. I'm gonna give this, like, 6 more attempts. If I don't get it within those 6, then I'll go to something. I'll, like, go to another character's class 4. That'll be how I do that. Wait, what? What tipped me there?
Can you take this?
Yeah, you know what? Let's go to another character's class 4. Because if I remember correctly, Reese's is a party fight. So maybe that one will give me a little bit better luck. At that, since I classed Kevin over from the light side to the dark side, I also need better equipment for him, which unfortunately I can't get, because it requires gold item seeds. When you're ready, game.
Do you know where we can find the kind sphere, Reese? I suppose Alma might have an idea. She was a trusted friend of my parents, after all.
Ugh.
Oh my, Your Highness! How are you faring?
Alma, have you ever heard talk? It may be a keepsake of my...
An heirloom. Yes, His late Majesty, King Joster, once told me that his crowning ceremony took
Sumnosa Meadow.
Sumnosa Meadow?
Okay. So head down to the Sumnosa Meadow, which unfortunately is going to be a bit of a walk. But hey. Zombies! Don't even stand a chance. Right, things to talk about. Well, other than the Discord, not really much else interesting has occurred, if that makes sense. Though, to be honest, it was an effort and a half to try and get things working. Hell, we had to rip up a couple bots that weren't working not too long ago. Replace them with actually functioning ones. Or just, in one case, absolutely better across the board. It's kind of fun messing around with how to create a Discord, honestly. A lot of technical work, but it's interesting. Actually, if anything, It was fairly easy setting up the reaction roll system, once we understood the little bits around it. And then again, Muffin's had a little more experience with setting up Discord stuffs than I have, so that also helps. I'm going the wrong way, I just realized. Honestly, that's fair. Some days I can prove to be kind of a dummy myself. Again, if I could bring up the whole thing with the Discord bots. The gatekeeping system that that was originally up was using a bot that I figured would work, but it was drastically underpowered compared to the one that we have now. As in, it had okay functions, but the big issue was a lot of it was locked behind premium. And no thank you. I don't know about you, but paying for premium for a bot, I'm fine with that, but at the same rate, I don't have the funds to do that in the first place, which means we need to come up with a very low-budget solution. So we went to... trying to remember the name of the bot, shoot.
My father's crowning
Carlbot.
ceremony took place here, but... where could the kind sphere be? What's happening?
It still has its hiccups, like, for whatever reason, the dedicated thing where you're supposed to meddle with the settings for it won't let you meddle with reaction rolls, but you could still do that within the Discord itself, so that's not too much of an issue.
No. The kind sphere was the pride of my kingdom, and my father. I will not give in.
Also, clearly inspired by Final Fantasy.
As both the princess and the captain of the Amazon Guard, I swear that I
And that is the reason why I didn't want to go up against this one first. Because it throws out a lot of light spells, and they hurt. And it's constantly surrounded by Queen-Eves. Which, as we know from practice, has been the most frustrating enemy in this fucking game. Eep. Whoa. There's also that, which has a deceptively large hitbox. And by deceptively large, I mean it reaches behind the bee. Square, ladies and gentlemen. Crap.
I'm on the job. Okay. And see not like this.
Whoop. And apply that. Just in case. Give me a strength buff.
Is this it? I will
Eep. Okay, back up a little bit. Dodge that. Whoop. Damn it. That's also a problem. I keep forgetting that Darkseid's level 2 class strike for Kevin is a single target. His area attack is instead the class 3. Eep. Oh my god. Actually, I might be able to handle this one. Oh, classes are ending soon? That's good. That means you're going to have quite a bit of free time on your hand!
I'm on the job.
Okay, I'm a little pissed. I may actually have to reload, and I didn't save. Oh, I didn't save! It figures. It figures. Oh wait, the autosave put me here.
Don't worry. I've
Actually, that's ideal.
One down. No more enemies.
Because if I remember correctly, the proper save point isn't too far from here. But yeah, it's really good that your classes are gonna end for the semester. You're gonna have a good break. Make sure to have a good break, okay? Have fun, relax, enjoy life. Man, now I feel nostalgic for college. It's only been 2 years. How am I nostalgic for college? How do we have only 10 minutes for this? So in other words, don't spend too much time fighting the ads. Ugh!
Stay true. I'm on the job.
Just a presentation? Wow, that's not much, actually. Actually, what am I doing? I could just use this quick. Sanity! They'll at least create an opening. At least until more bees show up. And people wonder why I'm suddenly pissed already about the, how the attacks work in this game. When bullshit like that happens. Yee! Here's hoping you won't need that subtest. 2, 1. Oh my gods. Yeah, it's over again. That's a good one. Because, more often than not, people tend to struggle with math. Or that I've noticed, at least. Maybe it's just the types of people I've been around. Can this bee lancer perish? Thank you. Now for the Ladeep. Because the less people using that light disc attack, the better. You do that. Eh! I dodged that game! Come on! If I could just properly play it safe in the fight, then it's simple. Unfortunately, Light Lance tends to be my big struggle. Heap. 2 and 3. Posting a free that you like every few days in the server. Oh, that's nice. A little extra support to the creators, and it's also just something nice to look at too. Yeep. 2, 3. It's still a little extra support for things you like, and that's not exactly a bad thing. Buff. Okay, so now I know. Focus down the bees first. I thought it constantly spawned in more minions, but I guess it doesn't. Even still, that's fine. Provided the other people that are around are fine with that, then you should be okay. There was just 200 entries! Oh my!
My father's crowning ceremony.
So that effectively means you could cover 2 years with all that, if not more, huh?
And the
Criminy.
captain on guard. I swear that I will win this fight.
City! Back up. Just in case. How did that not kill any of them?
Allow me. This is how it is done in
Good that you're asking, just in case. Covering your bases. Yeet! Okay, Kevin is in a big bind. Poor Kevin. Yeet! At least give him a bit of support. Just in case. Set up all those. And have a Hexus. Yeet! Okay, which Dragon Rend? Okay, that one. Good. Charlotte, why are you not healing?
I'm on the job, healing. Stay focused. No.
Punch a bunch. Well. Today was Nestor and Scooby-Doo Werewolf. Okay. I know one of those. Yeah. Okay. Don't have to worry about those anymore. Crap.
Allow me.
Set up a pot. And just in case. Because they'll at least tick out a little more damage. Gee! Honestly, she's spare bread. Dodge that. Back up. Fine. Fine. Kevin, up, please. She's sending out dragons up the yin-yang. Nope. Oh, come on! That's like the second time I've gotten caught by that. Now actually value your last Kevin me. Actually, if anything, maybe I should go full buffs. And then Donkey with the Abyssal Slice. How much damage does this guy deal? Okay, decent. Two and three. Do your dragons. Okay. So, I'm down to my last Kevin. This is bad. I pretty much can't take any risks now. Two and three. Just in case, because I think this will end it. Yes!
Power.
I mean, granted, it's Reese that's getting her class 4, but even still, having one of them is better than nothing.
What is that?
It's a ball.
Kind sphere.
Oh, it must have been protecting the kind sphere. If that is the case, I regret our violent actions. It's not your fault, Reese. It wasn't cut too bad.
Reese, check the sphere.
Of course.
Glowy balls.
This feeling. It feels like the spirits of my father and mother are flowing through me. Their kindness. Father? And mother.
Reminder, these two perished.
You have grown so much, Reese. I see you took care of Elliot as best you could, even in my absence. Such a heavy responsibility for a child. I am so grateful, Reese.
You did so much on your own, despite your young age. I fear I relied too heavily on you, Reese. Forgive me.
No. No. There is nothing to forgive. I have not once regretted my choices.
Kill the ghost!
Thank you.
Well, I don't exactly have a holy water or, I don't know, specter-sucking backpack vacuum proton cannons.
Continue to take care of your brother.
May the winds always blow favorably upon you.
Bright side, they have a time limit. Poof!
Do not worry, Father. Mother. I will continue to live.
True, I do have a cleric.
Both as your daughter,
But have you heard her lisp?
Princess of Laurent. Watch over me. With Laurent's legendary kind sphere, I will be able to progress to Class 4.
Just saying, have you heard her lisp? You know how easy it might be for her to screw up Yumo Guegui Fi Ni Zao? And there's a deep cut reference if you understand that. Annoy the ghost to death! Genius! Okay, so since we have that sphere... yeah, we might as well toss it. The bright side about having Class 4 is that... it's permanent. So, like, even if you go all the way to Class 4 with Light Side and choose to revert, you could still use it to go to the Dark Side or back to the Light Side again. Yes, that was Jackie Chan Adventures. Thank you. You understand.
Uh-oh. We need some heat.
You understand, and I'm grateful for this. Man, that show was a trip. It was so dumb.
We must heal soon, or this battle might take its toll.
Entertaining, though. One more thing. I figured as much. I think it was the same for me, too. Like, I remember... I forget where it was exactly. It might have been McDonald's, might have been Wendy's, probably Wendy's. One of them was doing this, like, kids' toy campaign, and one of the things that came with a kids' meal was a little handheld pinball machine, if I remember. It was a handheld pinball thing, if I remember correctly. Yeah. I am dated. I am dating myself now. I had one of those. I played with it. Granted, I didn't exactly see all that much of Jackie Chan Adventures until I came to be an adult. Or teenager, at least. Even still.
Try to switch your...
And introducing the costume for Reese that we will definitely not use. We're definitely not using Fenrir Knight either, because... yeah. It was really... the show was entertaining. That also helps. Actually, if I remember correctly, on my end, like, in the States, it showed on, like, Kids WB, I think? Could be misremembering. Yeah, I need to reset your... I might need to reset her... Actually, I might not need to, technically. You know, I would believe that. Because those talismans looked really cool. I'm not sure if I have any item seeds. I'm gonna have to check that. And the big answer is... gold item seed. 1. Screw you two, game. Whatever. We have 1 class 4 and some equipment to give her. Because the Doyin armor is her best period. Oh, right, she can also equip a couple more abilities. Probably bad luck, if anything. Well, if I have them, but I don't, so yay. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I could give her quite yet.